3, 2, 1. Are you ready?
Hello, and welcome to the final CLC TV edition of the year. We've got a special episode this week. Today's show is made entirely by the first-year videography students. Our first story is about a local instructor at CLC winning a great honor among teachers. She was one of 6 in the state to be chosen as Teacher of the Year. Here's Stormy Ebel with more.
This spring, CLC instructor Tanya Hoding-Mrazek was honored to be nominated for the 2019 Board of Trustees Award for Excellence.
Nominees are taken from staff and students in the fall, and Becky Davis nominated me for this award.
Tanya is an American Sign Language teacher at Central Lakes College. This award is given by the state and the college, but the recipient can be nominated by anyone. We asked Tanya what her favorite part of teaching ASL is.
It's really teaching students to become allies for the deaf community and to be a great ally in the community, to work together in order to make things more accessible and equitable for all of the deaf and hard of hearing community.
Thank you, Stormy, and congratulations to Tanya. All of the students in our Global Studies program at CLC opted to take the travel portion of the course. At last week's Cultural Thursday event, they shared their experiences. Here's John Grogan with more.
On Thursday, May 2nd, there was a presentation about a group of students from Central Lakes College that went on a travel study abroad program to Cuernavaca, Mexico.
I am now very open-minded about other cultures, other ethnicities. I'm very curious. I like to look up more onto different cultures and stuff whenever there's something I don't understand, which I didn't quite do before I went on the trip.
The students and staff did many activities, like taking Spanish classes, salsa dancing, visiting the Blue House, climbing the pyramids of the sun and moon, and visiting downtown Cuernavaca.
So those are some of the excursions we went on our first weekend, and on our school days we would attend Spanish classes at one of the local universities, and afterwards we would go on more excursions.
Good. Yeah. Just turn it just a little bit.
For me, I am still pretty young. I'm 17, so this was a life-changing experience for me. Anyone who is able to go out and travel, I would definitely recommend it. I kind of find myself comparing things to Mexico, even though I was only there for a week. I was like, well, Mexico, that seemed a little more reasonable what they did there, as opposed to what we do here. So it definitely is life-changing and a huge learning experience to travel.
With finals approaching, this can be a difficult and stressful time of year. But don't worry, here's Blake Cannell with some expert advice.
If you're like me and you're cramming to get all your work done before the semester ends, no need to fear. Here's 5 helpful tips to help you survive finals week.
First, make a schedule. Plan out your day and make time for each of your responsibilities. Second, take some breaks. Don't drain yourself out all at once. Take a break to refresh and rejuvenate your brain. Next, eat healthier. A nice breakfast will help immensely for those early morning finals. Grab a healthy treat to get you through it. Next, find a quiet place to study. Have all your distractions away from you and be focused on your task at hand. Lastly, relax. Once you're all done for school this semester, go out with some friends and make some memories. Or stay at home and binge watch your favorite Netflix shows for hours. The choice is yours. Good luck on your finals, everyone.
Thanks, Blake. I'm already less stressed. Over the last week, the CLC Theater Department performed the critically acclaimed play, A Few Good Men. Here's Gunnar Olson with a review.
Here at CLC, the theater has put on an excellent performance called A Few Good Men. Originally a play written by Aaron Sorkin and adapted for the screen by him as well. It tells the story of two Marines accused of murdering one of their fellow Marines and the intense legal battle that follows.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
The production quality and the performance of the actors is amazing.
You're going to Leavenworth and there's nothing I can do about it!
It is almost as if you are sitting there watching the movie.
It's a very good film. But the play is even better than the film, I think, and especially in a theater like the setting we're doing it here in the Dryden Theater, makes it a very powerful production.
He wasn't even there. He wasn't even at the meeting. That was a pretty important piece of information, don't you think?
Word of mouth and people's reactions to it have brought in audiences. We sold out every performance.
If you haven't already seen this outstanding play, hopefully you already bought your tickets, because the last showing tonight at 7:30 p.m. at the Dryden Theater is already sold out.
CLC is blessed with instructors who are passionate about the subjects they teach. We were allowed a glimpse into the sappy activity of one of our teachers. I went out and investigated this process. Here's my feature report. In the woods south of Brainerd lies the quiet maple forest of the Kent Montgomery family. Its nickname is Sievert's Woods. Each year during spring, the family begins their annual tradition, turning maple sap into delicious maple syrup. Kent Montgomery's day job is teaching natural resources at CLC, but in his free time, he has a different line of work. He makes maple syrup.
I guess it went back to a natural resource class I had. It's kind of ironic that I'm teaching them now, but I had an instructor who took us out and we collected some maple syrup. I was probably junior year, maybe senior year.
Today, Kent's operation is a family affair. His son, Michael, shares the tradition.
In high school and stuff, you know, mom and dad are doing it and you don't really have a say in what you're doing, so you go out and you lift buckets for them. But you know, as the years have gone on, it's almost kind of become a hobby for me too.
It takes a lot of sap to make a single bottle of syrup. Michael must collect bucketfuls every evening after work.
We go out and we put taps out, usually about the middle of March is when we start that. We put a few out to see if it's running. Once it does run, we put more and more taps out. They're drilled into a tree, they're tipped slightly down so it drains in. We go in about an inch deep. We collect every day.
Now, this isn't just 1 or 2 cups, it's gallons, hundreds of gallons carried out of the woods by an ATV.
We go out with a ATV and have a transfer tank in the back and a pump. We pump it out into there, bring it back into here. It goes into a large bulk tank that kind of holds it until we're ready to use it.
Once this process ends, a new one begins. While this might look like a furnace, it's actually an evaporator. This is where sap becomes syrup.
It comes out of the tree about 2 to 3% sugar, and by the time it works its way through the evaporator and we're ready to draw it off, it should be about 77% sugar.
The key to making syrup is constant heat over long periods of time. This requires firewood, and lots of it. Lots of trees make sap. It's part of the natural process, but one stands out above the rest.
We use sugar maples primarily because we have a lot of them, which makes it easy. But the second part is they're about 1% sugar more than a red maple or a silver maple.
Seemingly an endless process, they will bottle the syrup to finish it all off. Dozens of hours precede this simple act, all leading to...
This is the end result, is a nice bottle of maple syrup.
From the tree to your morning meal, the work never stops when the sap starts running. Kent told us they collected enough sap to make 12 gallons of delicious maple syrup, which is about 140 bottles, just like the one Michael held up. To anyone graduating this year, good luck. And to our returning students, see you next fall. Thanks for watching, and have a great summer.